topics.
But
We'll get to the fun stuff later on. Stuff that
we'll
needs
get to the
talking
fun.
about, though, isn't it? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. We'll get to the fun stuff next. Let's get to that fun stuff next right now, bro. Let's get to it, man. You know what I mean? Because anywhere this brother is, anywhere Conor McGregor turns up, it don't matter what he's doing, whether he's acting in a movie, whether he's beating up old people in the pub. It don't matter what McGregor's doing. We he always gives us something to talk about. And McGregor has come out now saying he wants free fights. He wants free fights this year. I don't know how he's gonna make it. We're near enough halfway through the year to get through free fights. But he said he's open talks with UFC on a new contract, hoping to stay busy for the remainder of 2024. He currently has 2 fights left on his current deal, but hasn't fought since 2021 due to injuries and making movies. McGregor plans to have 3 bouts this year: June 29, September 5, and 1 at the end of the year, or towards the end of the year. He's negotiating with the UFC for a new contract and wants to settle his long-standing rivalry with Nate Diaz on the September card. But Dana White has expressed reluctance due to Diaz not being under the UFC contract currently. McGregor remains open to fighting someone else if Diaz isn't available. But really and truly, as a true Diaz fan, I want to see that fight. Even if you just give Diaz that 1 year, that 1 fight contract, 2 fight contract, give him a 1 fight contract. Just bring him back, give him the 1 fight contract just for that card. Pay him handsomely for taking the fight. And let's see the very last let's see those
end
two
of the
settle.
trilogy.
Yeah, let's see those two really settle the dispute, and they can ride off into the sunset. McDane, I'll stay with you. I mean, Conor McGregor, this guy, everybody knows how he's changed. He's changed the game, especially in combat sports.
Man's
UFC,
kicking about hugging trees.
It's crazy, right? He's rap dissing everybody. Connor's he's just mad. He gives you something to talk about, bro. Talk to me, man. Talk to me, brother.
Like you say, mate. Yeah, I mean, 1 minute is the hero, next minute is the villain, next minute is the fucking tree-loving hippie walking around getting grounded with his shoes and socks off, getting toes between his grass, getting grass between his toes. Mate, yeah. So Chandler in June, like you said, the Diaz trilogy. Will that be enough to obviously entice Diaz to come back to the UFC and sign back up for that fight? What other fight we're going to go for? We're going to see the Dustin trilogy. Is that what you think the third one would be? Has he made a call out for that? I know he said he was interested in the BMF and that he would go for
no. He wants Leon Edwards, isn't it? He wants Leon Edwards.
Did he say Edwards?
He's looking at he did. Yeah, he wants Leon Edwards and Leon. This is the other thing,
bro. Edward Dustin, like.
This is the other thing as well. Edward's actually fucking up for the fight, and he says after his fight with Belal, he wants to fight Conor. And this is the other thing that gets on my teeth, bro. It fucking gets on my teeth. Why are you trying to fight a man that's not even ranked in the division? I know it's a money play. It's a money thing. Yo, talk to me about this whole Conor McGregor situation here, brother.
So Conor, you heard what Conor said about Usman? He called him a bum. So I heard Kamaru Usman.
Irish accent from a South African.
Yo, I'm not a Conor hater.
Let me hear that again. Let me hear that again.
Conor hater. You know, we team Khabib over here. You know what I mean? I might come across as I'm a Conor. I don't hate. I love Conor, man. Trust me. Yeah. I might come across like, yeah.
I don't. That motherfucker blocked me. Let me hear that Irish accent again, bro. Come with it.
Conor McGregor. No, so Conor McGregor had some choice words to say about Kamaru Usman, who did not like it as well. So the thing with Conor McGregor is he always wants to have us talking about him, and we always do talk about him because he always gives us something to talk about. For me, this is just more for him to give us to talk about, to keep his name in our mouths, for him to make the money that he makes so he can still talk about proper number 12 Irish whiskey, his movies, and whatever else he needs to talk about. Do I want the fight to happen? Yes. Should it happen? Probably not. This is the Diaz Conor fight. That one, let's see the trilogy. But I mean, if he's not in, Diaz is making enough money.
Sorry to jump in, but I genuinely don't think it would be the same now as what it would have been if they continued it earlier. Like, yeah, you'd be interested in seeing the fight, but is that trilogy really something that's going to live up to the hype at this point? Like, I don't know.
At this point, no.
I mean,
but the Edwards fight, I say Edwards, go get it. Go get that money. Let's see Conor fight a champion. Let's see if Conor can be the Conor that he was. He was the first 2-division champion. I say that fight, as much as he's not ranked, I would like to see him against Edwards, because one of two things happens. Edwards says, hey, listen, look at me. Ghost data's loading. Or Conor says, well, here I am. I am the best. I am the GOAT. So for me, that's a fight I'd like to see. The Diaz fight, not so much.
2-fight champ that he never defended. 2-weight champ that he never
defended.
Thank
you very much. You took the words
Aldo never got a fucking. I know you were sitting over there like Pereira was like, mate, like never defended it. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, he put a whopping onto Alvarez. But at the same time, it wasn't the same Alvarez that we've seen in there, and it was also Alvarez probably towards the end of his UFC career. Yeah, I mean, so then again, never defended the lightweight belt. Aldo never got his rematch, which he should have got, even though it was a 13-second KO. Like he should have had, he should have had that rematch, and it would have been interesting to see what happened after that. You know what I mean? Like yes, his rise was incredible. Yes, what he'd done for the sport was unbelievable. Like the eyes and the reach that he gave this sport, the whole Mystic Mac, everything that surrounded like the Conor era, if you want to call it that, was absolutely incredible. When you then go and look at it for like again, his career wasn't that fucking great when he never defended shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just being honest. I'm just
like, why give him another title opportunity if we all know he's not going to defend it? He's 1-2 and never defended them.
I know, yeah.
Why?
Did you see him on that live stream recently, sitting with a bottle of whiskey, acting like he was fucking gassed, and he's like slagging, he slagged the Taporia, and then he also went at Volk saying, I'd kick the fucking head off his shoulders as well. Like, what'd you know? I think Volkanovski would have destroyed you at featherweight, bro. Like,
at featherweight, yes.
Bro, yeah, featherweight, 100%. Even at lightweight, I think Volkanovski moves to him. Like, I still look at that fucking first fight he had with Islam, and boy, put my bias hat aside, he probably won that fight. You know what I mean? It was that close. So,
but I think he's also getting that much hate right now. Sorry, mate. Just he's almost getting that much. Well, not hate, but you know, I mean, people are doubting him because he's been out for so long. He might actually have that fucking comeback and a half that everyone's going to be like, "Holy shit, the king is back!" You know what I mean? Like, the king is back, like that.
Look,
you know that
either the king is back or he gets shut up, and that's the thing for me. At least we can then finally set.
Does Conor ever get shut up? Like Conor broke his leg and he's talking about he's talking to Dustin about your wife is your husband. All this fucking crazy shit. Like, does Conor ever stop, brother? Conor never stops, man. You know what I mean? It's one of the things I love about that guy, though. Is he always gives us something. He leaves us something, man. And look, the build up to the fights, no doubt, is going to be fantastic. The build up to the press conferences, the whole deal is going to be wicked. But I just want Conor to stay consistent in the sport, man. You know what I mean? Be involved in the sport. You know, it's good that we're hearing that he's chasing all these, 3-fight contracts. Hopefully, they're able to put something together for him. But god damn, you know what I mean? Serious. He don't stop. Go big up yourself, Conor. I salute. Like, no, that bro does not stop, man. He doesn't. And that is what you can't shut Conor up. He's just one of those guys. He's got that aura about him, and it's one of the reasons why we all love him in the sport. Look, I swear to God, people, I don't hate Conor. I'm not a Conor hater. He's beating a lot of my fucking, favorite fighters. Put it like that. You know what I mean? In Nate Diaz, in Jose Aldo. These are some of the guys that he's got wins over. And yeah, man, I want to see the trilogy. I still want to see that rematch with fucking Aldo. If Aldo can get anywhere near 155, you know what I mean? Who knows?
And Aldo is back.
Yeah. The King of Rio is back.
All those, yeah, maybe not even put anything on the line, but I just give him a bout, just give him a fight, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. McDane, before we move off the Conor topic, do you think if Conor gets this free fight contract, is able to fulfill them and stay off the radar of the old USADA, the new drug agency, who I still don't know their name, but the new drug agency that's just come in? Do you think he stays off the radar and again make weight, be disciplined and fulfill this free fight contract he's looking for?
You'd have to, yeah. I mean, I think he's already he's off all the steroids and everything that he was using for recovery. You know what I mean, so I think he will just go clear now on whatever it is that he has to do. I think he has two fights left in his contract. I thought he was going to ride those 2 fights out and sail off into the sunset and say adios. You know what I mean, go and do whatever it is that he wants to do. Has he not just started part ownership of bare knuckle boxing? So maybe he'll end up going into some more boxing bouts or whatever he's going to go and do with that. But he might sign for a third. I know. I'm pretty sure he's got 2 fights left in his contract. He might sign for a third, and then we'll see what he wants to do from there. But I think it also depends on who actually wants to line up the fights for him and who he wants to go against. Because I know we did, when I mentioned Gaethje before, he did mention I do like that BMF belt, and he would fight Gaethje for it if he retained it. So he might even go for a Max Holloway rematch for the BMF.
Yeah, that's look. I hope something along those lines happen, because Conor is somebody that I enjoy watching. Like I said, the whole build up is always, you know, when you knew Conor's star power was when him and Mayweather were selling out stadiums just for fucking stare down, just for fucking press conference. They were selling out stadiums.
Mate, that Mayweather
that's how you know
was insane. Like, was it? I think we were in Toronto or something somewhere, and it was class. Like, it was one of the best things you've ever seen.
It's wild. It's wild. Conor does some incredible things for the sport, and you know, I always appreciate his presence in the sport. I just wish he could have given a little bit more. You know what I mean? But hopefully, we start seeing that side of him. Do you have anything else on Conor, Yao?
No, look, for me, I'm a Conor fan. I didn't used to be, but honestly, I just talked about him so much on the show. He was in my mouth every episode that if I say I'm not a fan, then I'm a liar or a hater. So I'm all for Conor. Let's get it.
Pause.
If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget we do our Dust Up Shakedown every Wednesday, 9 p.m. UK time. Don't miss it.